Have you ever heard of Ghost Mountain in Cambodia? It's not a mountain haunted by spirits, but by what humans did to the most desperate and voiceless people. Thousands of lives were lost through betrayal and political frustration. Let me take you back in time to 1979. Cambodia was crumbling. The Khmer Rouge had just fallen, and millions had already died. Hundreds of thousands of Cambodians fled to Thailand seeking safety. They thought they had escaped. But for over 40,000 refugees, the nightmare wasn't over. Refugee camps in Thailand started to overflow. The Thai government grew increasingly angry. They believed the United States and other Western countries weren't acting fast enough to help resettle Cambodian refugees. So, the Thai military decided to take matters into their own hands by getting rid of the refugees themselves. In June of 1979, Thai soldiers forcibly rounded up over 40,000 refugees, many of whom were women, children, and elders. They were loaded up onto buses and driven north to a remote mountain near the ancient Priyavihir temple. But this wasn't a transfer. It was a death sentence. Once they arrived, Thai soldiers gave them a final order. Throw all your gold, money, and valuables into the buckets. You won't be needing them. After taking everything these refugees had left, the soldiers forced them to climb down a steep cliff. There was no trail and no guides, just steep, jagged rock walls and vines to cling onto. And the land below was littered with landmines. Some slipped while others were beaten or shot at when they hesitated. Thai soldiers used rifles and rocks to push people over the edge. The ground was filled with old mines from previous war. Bodies were left in the forest. Babies died from hunger and thirst. Some who made it to the bottom of the cliff didn't make it much further. Roughly 40,000 refugees deported, about 3,000 confirmed dead, and up to 7,000 still missing in the jungle. It became known as Ghost Mountain because of how many souls were lost there. But some refugees survived. They hid in the jungle, waited until night, and moved quietly. After days and nights without food or water, many finally reached Cambodian villages and begged for help. Eventually, international aid workers and journalists exposed the atrocity. Outrage spread. The United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees and non-governmental organizations rushed in. Survivors were driven, carried, or walked back across the border. This time, they weren't dropped into the jungle. They were brought to proper refugee camps in Thailand. And in these camps, the survivors tried to heal. Some spent years there waiting for a future. Others were finally chosen to resettle in Western countries like the United States, France, Canada, or Australia. These were survivors of genocide, people who had escaped the killing fields, only to walk into what now some call the second killing fields. Survivors like Bung Seng Teng was just 18 years old. He remembers the moment clearly. We were forced to throw away our last possessions. Then they pushed us off the cliff. Bung Seng's story is now told in the documentary Ghost Mountain and in his memoir book, Under the Naga Tail. Today, Priyavihir Temple is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, unfortunately damaged by the recent border conflict. Tourists have come for the view, but very few knew they were standing near a mountain soaked in blood, tears, and lost stories. A mountain where refugees were robbed, discarded, and only few were able to climb toward freedom. Ghost Mountain is more than a tragedy. It's a reminder that refugees are not problems. They are people. And when we look away, this is what history becomes.